Hey yo, what's up guys? It's me, OMG, it's Griffith. It's me again. And this time I made Kuroneko Sp or Neko No Tamashi. And I want to tell you guys about my story with him. My story with Neko no Tamashi or Kuroneko. It begins 5 years ago. And this is what happened. Neko, it's been lying a lot about me. And that's not something good for sure. Because lying about someone else's personal life, real life, it's something real bad. And to lie about someone else's life because of a video game, it's the worst thing you can do as a man, because only a man-child will do things like that. Kuroneko no Tamashi, Neko, it's not just bad in video games. He's also very bad as a human, also in real life. And the thing is, my story with Neko begins 5 years ago, when I start to play this video game as a fisher, as an invader. And back then I was so in love with fishing montages, like the ones that Lucas Henamp used to upload to YouTube, and Fabuks, like a Beard of Lordbrand. And back then my favorite one was OMG Suzuya. He was my favorite fisher, and that's why I decided to use that name also on my YouTube channel and on my main accounts. OMG, it's Griffith. Griffith, because of course I love Berserk. And OMG, it's because of Suzuya. My story with Neko have a lot to do with Suzuya-sama, or OMG Suzuya, and fishing, before I even meet Madelon. And well, I remember to watch a video on Kuroneko YouTube channel about Suzuya-sama, about how bad he was playing video games, and I got the bad luck to meet Kuroneko in the game. I still remember the first time that I was on a voice chat with him, and I told him, Neko, I saw your video about Suzuya-sama, and I think you're dishonest, because you didn't prove that Suzuya-sama is a bad fisher. What you're doing is to use poise and hyper armor and counter his backstabs, besides trying to get more backstabs than him. Neko wasn't really trying to backstab him. He was trying to counter Suzuya-sama backstabs. He was using high damage with a ultra great sword. Of course, this right-hander, it's the best ultra great sword in my opinion. And Suzuya-sama wasn't trying to defeat Neko. He was trying to fish him, to land some cool backstabs on him, because that's what a fisher does, you know. This is the fisher mindset. Skills before victory. It's not about winning, it's about winning in the hardest way. Fishers, we don't want to win without giving our opponent a good fight, a good match, you know. And for us, winning, it's not the main goal of the game. Winning, it's easy. We want to win doing fancy stuff, you know, hard things, getting pivots, perfect blocking pivots. It's one of the hardest techniques in the game, and on invasion it's for sure the hardest technique. It's so hard to land perfect pivots, you know. And I remember Neko, when I told him about my opinion about his fight with Suzuya-sama, he started to scream, and I was all alone there. I was surrounded by all of his friends in a voice chat, and All of them are from Spain. They are not Japanese. They are not Japanese players. Just like they try to make us think, you know. All of them are lying a lot to the community. They are using fake Japanese accounts. All of them are from Spain, just like my father. But he started to scream. I'm sorry about that. To scream on me, you know. He was like, "Oh, who is this guy? This is another Fisher. This is another Suzuya guy. What a piece of shit! Oh, he doesn't know anything about the game. He's a fucking loser. Guys, look this guy. He's another Suzuya." Griffith thinks that he's gonna win if he lands a backstab. The game it's not about doing backstabs. Hell no, the game it's not about doing backstabs, but Fishers, we like to do backstabs. You know why? Because backstabs and parries are so effective against gangs. It's the most easy, it's the most faster way to defeat a gang. Doing backstabs, the crit mode, you know. But it's not that effective on a 1v1. You need to be real good to land perfect pivots on a 1v1. And if we're talking about meta lords, it's even harder, because anytime that you run to your opponent, they can just spam R1. Meta lords, they don't give a fuck about skills. They just want to win. And if they can win just spamming R1, they will take it. They will definitely take that victory and say, you see guys, I'm a better player. I kill him, I defeat them. But of course, if you know the playstyle of your opponent, you know, the one you're fighting against with, you can counter his playstyle. This is why I avoid to use counters, because counters are not skills. A counter, it's a strategy, and of course, being smart is it's good in the game. You know, you can play smart. Yes, that's right, but that doesn't mean that you're better than another player because you are defeating him with counters, with a strategy based on countering his playstyle. Fishers, we don't have that mindset. We don't give a fuck about counters. We want to win in the hardest way. We want to perfection the hardest techniques in the game, because for us the game is not about winning. It's about improving ourselves. It's about challenging ourselves to the maximum point, so we can be proud of our skills. And also you learn a lot by trying to be a good fisher. You work a lot on your emotional endurance, trying to beat or defeat the good players in the hardest way, with backstabs or parries. You know, you're gonna die a lot if you try to do that. But back then, Neko was so angry at me because I gave him my opinion. And I told him, Neko, you're a shit. You're a piece of shit. You just hate me and scream to me because I give you my opinion about Suzuya and you. And Neko, you also suck. You use hyper armor in counters because you're a bad fisher. You're bad with weapons without hyper armor. And back then I create my montage about Neko. And I expose him. And Neko dogs me. He looked for my girlfriend. He looked for my family, my address. My nationality, my address. He tried to do everything to damage me, emotionally damage me in real life because of a stupid game. Guys, don't follow Neko. He's a piece of shit. I'm gonna continue this story later, guys. Thanks for watching. Well, this is how I'm gonna continue my story with Neko. So, okay. Back then, yes, I made a tribute to Neko, but it was like a charade, you know. It wasn't a real montage. I wanted to teach him, to humble him, because all he was doing back then was to use counters against fishers. just countering backstabs in a very nasty way. I'm feeling so proud of himself because he was always using good armor, good damage, good defense, countering every single backstab fisher, and he was so proud of his skills. And of course that was so ridiculous because fishers were trying to, to fish on him. And I told him, because back then I invaded him, and we played some duels with great swords, with hyper armor, and he defeated me. But I think it was like a 3-0 or something like that. And then I told him, Neko, can you please use weapons without hyper armor? I want to see how good you are with spacing and micro spacing. And Neko told me, oh yes, for sure. I'm gonna use streets of the net stock, up stock. And I was like, yeah, sure, Neko. And as soon as he used non-hyper armor weapons, he fucked it up. He just exposed himself, and he was the best hyper armor user. The Japanese community, the few real ones, they are part of this big fake scenario. They are part of the lie. They are with him. They are a piece of shit as well, because they are trying to cover a guy that only because I exposed him on a video game, he decided to talk with my girlfriend on Facebook, on Instagram, everything. He was messaging all of my friends, trying to get information about me in my real life because of a stupid video game, guys. Imagine this thing. Neko is the type of guys that if you expose him in a video game, he's gonna try to do everything to damage you in real life, to expose you. And he created a lot of lies about me. This is the main reason why I have to lie a lot about my life, because that guy was trying to find me, And guys, that's not right. Never support a player that is doxing people because of stupid video games. I'm gonna continue this story later, guys. Thanks for listening to me. And guys, I'm gonna continue this story later, just like I told you before. But don't be like Kuroneko. The fact that someone exposed you in a video game doesn't mean that you have the right to mess with his real personal life. Don't be like Kuroneko. Don't try to look for players' real life because you lose on a video game. Guys, catch you later. I'm gonna continue this story later.